Hey, welcome back to Calimero YouTube channel. My name is Fran and I will show you everything you need to know about Calimero network, peer-to-peer systems and privacy applications. In this video we continue with the Calimero Desktop application, which simplifies using the Calimero node, installing applications from the marketplace and using those applications. Calimero Desktop application is a Towery app which you can use on any of the available operating systems. I'm going to use it on macOS, but you can also use it on Windows and Linux. The installation process is pretty simple. You just go through our landing page, you go to the download, you can select the operating system that you're using. You can also scroll a little bit down, check all the available features and the system requirements to be able to run application. For features, we have the context management, we have application marketplace, node connection and auto updates. What you can use as regular user, you can just go through the marketplace, install and use the applications. For developers, you can also test out your own applications from the marketplace and you can create multiple contexts and multiple nodes to test out the applications. Let's press download for macOS, and the installation process is you would just have to double click it, drag and drop to the applications and the Calimero Desktop application is installed. Simple as that. Under the hood, Calimero Desktop uses the Mero binary. If you remember from the previous videos, Mero is used to initialize and run Calimero nodes on your device. Here it's simplified. You would just have to go through the onboarding process that I will show you right now. Okay, search for Calimero Desktop. Open. And here is the initial loading screen where Calimero is explained and you go through the onboarding process. Let's go continue, get started. And here on the setup your node screen, you can select the folder where you want your node data to be saved. The default one is .calimero, and you can also check the advanced options to rename your node name and to use different ports. But we're just going to go create and continue. So right now it is setting up the authentication. If you remember from previous video, auth is just a layer on top of Calimero node that protects the node. First time we spin up the node, we can set any username and password we want and it will be used for any future authentication. So I'm going to use Fran and simple password, sign in. It's setting up the account, and here on the following screen you can already install the applications from the marketplace, but we're going to do that a bit later. So here is the initial screen of the Calimero Desktop application. You see you have a home applications marketplace, you have the connect node status, and you have the version of the Calimero Desktop application. We also can do settings to configure things. We can see the install applications. Since there are none, we can also go to the marketplace and see what's available. Here we have three simple template applications, which is blockchain proposals. If you remember from previous video, it is the application to be able to call smart contracts on the blockchain. We have key value store and Mero Chat, which we will install a bit later and test out. If you go through the settings, we have general and registries. We also have things like startup at login. We have dark and light mode. You can see how the light mode looks like. We also have the reset the application, all the settings, and reset all the data. You can also select which registries you want to use for the marketplace. You can add your own if you have any custom applications or custom implementation. We're actually going to open up the developer mode because that enables us to actually create the contacts from the desktop application. So for the nodes page, see, we can create here the new nodes. We can select the name we want. We can also stop and run the nodes on the port the ports we want to use. We can also view the node logs and see everything that is going on here, which is useful for debugging your applications and seeing if everything is fine. Next thing, we are going to install the Mero Chat application. Wait for the installation on the node. Okay, it's installed. Let's check it out. On the applications page, it lists that is installed. Now we are going to create a context to be able to use the application, protocol near, Mero Chat, and I'm going to use the default initialization params. Okay, and we see that context was created. Okay, we go to the applications and we can open up the Mero Chat. It will give us the ability to select context which we want, select the identity, and it will show us the username we joined. Since we're the owner and we entered the username in initialization params, it will already be here. Yeah, we can write message, we can create new channel, for example marketing, and we can also search messages, and we can create the invitations from the settings. So how this would work: for nodes we want to invite, we would create an invitation, we pass the invitation to them, and they will have the pop-up with the input field for entering the invitation. After they join the context, they will join the chat and use it to create DMs, create new channels. We can also create a shortcut for our applications, and it will also work. We can double click from the desktop and it will open up again. The whole goal of Calimero Desktop application is to make everything simple for users, also for developers who want to build faster and focus just on creating the applications. In the following video I will cover the application marketplace or Calimero Registry, where you can create your profile, create your organization, and push packages and applications. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one.